Now, back here in Lagos, Governor Kyomi Amode has unveiled plans by the state government to establish a designated commercial courthouse with the overall objective of ensuring speedy resolution of disputes, as well as drive commerce and enhance the ease of doing business in the state. Speaking at the State Executive Chambers in Alausa while swearing in Justice Okpeyemi Oge as the 16th substantive Chief Judge of the state, the governor called for more reforms aimed at fast-tracking justice delivery without compromising the fundamental principle of fair hearing and the rule of law.
There's no gainsaying that Lagos is the commercial nerve center of the country, and it deserves a modern, state-of-the-art, first-class commercial courthouse to speedily address commercial disputes in the state. We plan to establish a designated commercial courthouse with the objective of ensuring speedy consideration of commercial matters. It is hoped that this courthouse will accommodate all commercial-related organs of the judiciary in order to drive commerce and improve the ease of doing business.
While congratulating Justice Oke, the governor said that development was a confirmation of her competence, experience, and character to preside over the sacred temple of justice. In a vote of assurance, Justice Oke thanked the governor and other stakeholders for the confidence reposed in her.
The state judiciary is as follows: to create a truly independent and empowered branch of government by providing a fair and responsive system of justice committed to excellence, to uphold the rule of law in interpreting laws, to stamp out all forms of official corruption, to make speedy dispensation of justice a hallmark of the Lagos State Judiciary, to improve the reputation of the Lagos State Judiciary as a pace setter and the best in Nigeria and Africa.
Now, the swearing-in of Justice Oke as the substantive CJ followed the recommendation of the National Judicial Council and confirmation by the Lagos State House of Assembly. Staying in Lagos and still talking health now, stakeholders in the health sector have joined the call for better budgetary allocation to the sector for improved welfare of both medical trainees and practitioners. The stakeholders made a call at a lecture put together by the 1992 alumni of College of Medicine, University of Lagos, as part of their 25th anniversary celebration. In his address, the special advisor to the Ondo State Governor on Health and alumnus of the college cited inadequate support for healthcare as a principal reason for brain drain, while another speaker harped on the need for a good blend between medicine and business.
The same problem facing the medical schools is the same problem with our hospitals. Politicians, sadly like me, over the years, politicize the funding of health by making it a campaign item. Government after government would promise free health, but has health ever been free?
So what I tried to do was to bring out the pieces of business practices that are compatible with our ethics and see how we can put them together so that business of medicine is not only ethical but productive for both the patients who are receiving the services and the caregivers like us who are offering them.
The need for medical practitioners to respect the right of patients and practice effective data keeping was also emphasized.
Doctors fail to keep proper records of interaction with patients. When allegations come against them, they have no basis of denials because they have nothing to use to report such allegations. And like I said before, in medical laws, if it is not
Others who lauded the strides of the group spoke on the need for health workers to brainstorm and support government's effort to develop the health sector.
IT world, medicine is now just a click away. So we must be able to improve on the library, the e-library, so they have access to new things being done abroad. Whether we're sitting here in Mushin or you're in Manhattan, we must be able to treat the patient the same way, make things a bit.
Talk to ourselves and then see how we can come out from all the pressures of our work.
Moving away from that in other matters now, a human rights lawyer, Festus Kiyamo's son, has charged his professional colleagues to ensure fairness in using their position as senior lawyers while carrying out their duties. The newly confirmed senior advocate of Nigeria gave the charge after receiving an award of excellence presented to him by the Women's Rights Initiative in Lagos. Speaking with journalists, Kiyamo said instead of using the position of son to oppress citizens, they should rather use it to promote justice among poor and the rich in the country.
But it's unjust. It is the greatest injustice for you to now use to give a powerful weapon to somebody who is already powerful, to use to fight somebody who is weak and defenseless. And that I will never do. Well, my advice to my colleagues, even though we all have different philosophies in life, is that at every point in time, they should realize that it is important to always be on the side of the oppressed. It is not only a service to humanity, it's a service to God Almighty.
Earlier in her remarks, the president of Women's Rights for Change Initiative, Dr. Joe Okeodumakin, who described Kiyamo as a hard-working and committed rights activist, said he deserves the honor and award given to him. She noted that his fight against human rights abuse and oppression in the country made him qualify for the award.
Women Arise and all other organizations is standing still, although we are sitting down now, for one of us. In terms of the defense of human rights, he has handled several pro bono cases for us. And up to this moment, he's still handling some. So on behalf of all of us, I want to present this million thumbs up as an ambassador of Women Arise and Center.
Moving away from Lagos, we'll move on next now to Benue State, where the Nigerian Navy Provost and Regulating School has graduated 6 outriders after 13 weeks of training on Outriders course 0517 in Makurdi. This set of graduates are the 5th beneficiaries of the reviewed curriculum by the Chief of Naval Staff following challenges faced due to dysfunctional motorbikes. The Commandant, Commodore Suleiman Aliu, while commending the Chief of Naval Staff for his vision, says the school has so far graduated 687 personnel since it was moved to Makurdi, the Benue State capital.
Of Outrider course. Since the school relocated to Makurdi, the school has trained 687 personnel, comprising 91 officers and 596 ratings, the graduating student today inclusive.
Now, the school instructor who said the maiden Outriders course was conducted in 2013 despite its challenges explained that it has repaired and procured 2 other starter bikes, among others, for the effective training of personnel.
The overall objective of the course is to teach the students on how to carry out VIP escort of high-ranking officers and dispatch duties. It is important to mention that 6 ratings were carefully selected and nominated for the Outrider course 05-2017.
The 6 graduates were awarded certificates, while 2 among them were also presented with gifts for best graduating students.
The youngest and the most junior in the course, I am not surprised that he came overall best.
Now, the Benue commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps, who was represented by the DCC Celestine Anzeo, congratulated the graduates and the management of the school, urging them to be the change agents the Navy is looking up to.
The regulator is supposed to be exemplary and an epitome of knowledge. The man who enforces the law is expected to know the law, imbibe the culture of keeping and safeguarding same, particularly traffic laws, as you have been trained to do.
Now, Rivers is our next port of call. Residents of Igbo Eche have condemned the rumors resulting from the ongoing exercise Crocodile Smile 2 of the Nigerian Army. While they appeal to Nigerians to verify information before disseminating such, the residents also cautioned against the wrong use of social media. A clergyman, Isardo Peter, and others who disclosed this during the environmental sanitation exercise carried out in Ibo Eche local government area of Rivers State, said the Nigerian army deserves respect for their responsibilities to Nigeria.
Immunization, and they said the military have been going around injecting children were dying. All those things, we have not seen anyone.
I said, man, they no carry rumor again because children say some children died day before yesterday. Where did they jump from upstairs? So may they no carry rumor again. May they wait till when they see that thing for eye, confirm before they talk. And may they come see what the army don't do for Igbo Eche. For this dustbin for us, they don't clean all the dirty. And my food they go to Elewele because of say that place they clean.
My own issue there is God will punish them because whoever lie will take the consequence of lie. This is a lie for their own understanding because if it happens at that many people will inject somebody and kill, they will not come and do this type of job.
But it is when the wrong message is sent out, then the people will perceive it in the perspective of their own feeling. Ordinarily, as I was coming, I stopped. At first, somebody said, wait. I stopped and then saw what I saw. It was military. I kept coming because I know that they are ordinarily expected to protect the people and protect the territorial integrity.
They continued by appreciating the 6th Division of the Nigerian Army for keeping their community clean and healthy.
Pack the tea for us. Without that place to be clean, this my food don't go fit sell well. So I said they do well. May God bless them. Make people when they talk, what they know they see. May they use their hand, hold their mouth till they see for eye before they talk.
I think we always have the impression that the military, they are always there to fight for us. They are always there to defend us. And we know it has always not been so easy for them.
Me personally here, this dustbin is bothering me enough. I've been thinking how do we do on it. But as people doing this today, is the relationship between all Nigerians.
I feel myself loyal life for government to come and pack dustbin for me in my community without even maybe letting the community be aware.
Now, moving on to Oyo State. Residents of Zone 5 Aba Legon in Egbeda local government area of Ibadan have been ordered to move out of their houses following the order of Ibadan High Court 11. Majority of the residents who are now confused following the order have appealed to the state government to come to their aid. Some of the residents, including the chairman of the zone, Anthony Ayodele and James Akingbade, confirmed that there had been a legal tussle on the land for a while, but however maintained that the court has nothing to do with the case.
There's a man claiming to be the owner of the land, and the land was not bought from him. And people have been on this land over 30 years. So whatever he's claiming is not to law, but we know what Nigeria is. So we are surprised. We are holding this case at High Court, and for some months now, there was nothing from the court. It was being suspended, but how he came this morning to come up with a judgment, we don't know.
The police and the bailiff to come to our area to come and lock off the houses. Man that claimed that is the owner of this land, why is not the owner? His name is Gavari Adeni Ogungbaike.
The residents, however, vowed to resist the attempt to render them homeless.
To come into our case and investigate. Even those who are not learned people, if they go through the case, they will know that this case is a very clear case, very genuine case.
What we need now, the government will help us to turn to hear to consider our condition. We have drove everybody out now. We are outside now. We want government to quickly answer, the governor to quickly answer to this problem.
As at the time of compiling this report, 47 houses have been served with the eviction order, or there was the presence of policemen to enforce compliance.